Our focus on the Divali Nagar, and we are joined tonight by Dr. Visham Bhimull, who is a board member at the NCIC. Good evening, Dr. Bhimull, and thank you for joining us tonight.
Thanks for the opportunity.
Well, Dr. Bhimull, the Divali Nagar can be described as a cultural experience. Tell us the significance of this event and its legacy as being the biggest Diwali celebrations in the hemisphere.
Being a youth, and the Divali Nagar itself started in 1986. I remember attending as a child. At that time I was at Hillview College. To be a person of Indian origin and strive towards some sense of identity, Divali Nagar was something that I guess youth like us could cling to for that empowerment in culture, being a person of Indian origin and also being Hindu.
And how have you seen the celebrations grown over the years?
I remember as a child it started at, that would be Mid-Center Mall. I was probably about 8 because it started in 1986. I remember attending the festivities, and there was a group from India. They had come to do a ballet of the same Ram Leela you saw just now, but it was South Indian styles, which is quite interesting. I remember, at least recorded in the history of the NCIC, that Dr. Ramprasad Parasam was the chairperson for that first Divali Nagar. Attending something like that was quite interesting. And again, in the diaspora and being somebody who remember so many years indentured laborers left India looking for some sort of strength in identity and empowerment in that identity was quite interesting as a youth to be exposed to something like that. And then over the years I've been a board member as well, and being involved in the Nagar is something quite interesting. It's quite a cultural experience within the context of being stakeholders with the MJICC, that's the ICCR, which is from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in India, as well as the High Commission of India, who have supported a lot with respect to investing in youth and people of Indian origin.
So tell us a little bit about this organization, as this event is privately run.
I remember doing research on the Divali Nagar. It started as the National Council of Indian Music and Drama. It was started by Professor Bhattacharya, somebody who was sent from India to Trinidad through the consulate. And it was something where, again, Indians or people of Indian origin looking towards India itself for some sort of connection with identity. I remember I don't remember because I didn't attend the play. He had done Shakuntala, which was sort of an impetus. Shakuntala is a Sanskrit play. Impetus for Indians to strive towards this sense of identity. And then the organization itself started for promotion of artists within the context of support, because remember, to promote culture in Trinidad and Tobago and to promote a sense of identity and to promote forms of expression is, as you would see with the Ram Leela, it's quite difficult to get government support for that. Is quite difficult. The council was set up to support artists to continue to promote Indian culture within the context of the Caribbean.
So you're also the founder of Caribbean Hindustani, and over the years you've been building awareness about Trinidad Bhojpuri. Tell us a little bit about this language.
That's the language of my grandmother, and I talk about it with a smile. I'll be presenting a paper in Mauritius next year in April, which actually records a grammar for this language. I have always aspired to be Trinbagonian, and in being Trinbagonian, attended Patwa classes. We all think about Trinidad Bhojpuri or even Trinidad Patwa as a broken identity, broken language, but it's not. It's actual language in its own right.
How does it differ from Hindi?
If my nanny would say I will go to Tobago tomorrow. Not my nanny, sorry. If he said in standard Hindi, it would be Kal main Tobago jaunga. But my nanny would say Bihan hum Tobago jive. So it's like Portuguese and Spanish. And a lot of people don't realize that Trinidad Patois, even in itself, is a Creole language, yes, but it is actually a language in its own right, and even speaking English Creole. And there is quite a lot of similarities among them, because remember, indentured laborers as well as the Patois speakers from the French Antilles all had a common expression, which we talk about with Carnival, which we talk about with Ram Leela. So it's a language in its own right, and it's a unique identity. Well, I have to say of my grandmother, because I guess in my search with Caribbean Hindustani, it has always been about recapturing that identity.
And as we wrap up, tell us, what does Diwali mean to you?
As the guy said, Festival of Lights, lighting the way for Ram to come back to Ayodhya, but also looking at the fact that he's God and he could find his way. We light the way, yes, but ultimately he's the one who lights the way for us.
Well, thank you very much, Dr. Bhimull, for joining us tonight and shedding some light on a number of matters as it relates to Diwali and Indian culture in Trinidad and Tobago.
Thanks again for the opportunity.
Thank you.